Dancing through the raindrops. I'm Jay Miller, filling in for regular host Eamon Convey, who's on assignment. And this is One North Maine, BCA's magazine show, where we highlight people, places, and events that make this city, our city, great. Coming up on today's episode, firsts. As you can see, it's raining outside right now. It's the first time it's rained in a long time. We also have the first day of school around our fair city. Opening night of The Perfect Place. And we have a beautiful kids road race going on its 40th year. It's the first fall race of the season. And then finally, we have the United Way of Greater Plymouth County with their annual Day of Caring. It was the kickoff event, the first of its kind in 2016. So sit back, relax, and see what your community, the City of Champions, has to offer. September 6, 2016, the first day of school for Brockton students. Brockton Community Access visited the high school, South Middle School, and Huntington Elementary. The weather may have been foul, but the spirits weren't dampened at Brockton High School. Administrators and students were eager to get the year started.
Good morning, everyone. We are trying to be considerate of all who are still trying to get into the building and navigate their way to period one.
We had a lot of changes, as you know, a new schedule. We have a 6-period day schedule, which meant we had to change the entire schedule for teachers in terms of how many periods they're teaching, and that means we had to rearrange the way we normally schedule students. So we got it done, and we, of course, there's always those little things that we have to fix, and we know that, and we're anticipating that, and we can take care of that.
The school system understood that some of the community did not like the name housemaster, and they found it offensive, and the school department agreed, and we decided that we would change our name to deans and assistant deans, and no longer be called housemaster. Assuming the same responsibilities.
We're going from a 5 to a 6-period day. We're going to a new ID system. There's a little bit of confusion, but it's organized confusion. The buildings are working hard to get everyone in, and they're after first period. They enter through their own building. So that was part of some of the confusion, because some students didn't know the procedure and which building they were in. So we got that organized. They enter through the side of the building with a new ID. They scan in, which takes attendance. There's no longer a homeroom period, so attendance is taken as they enter the building.
And you're going to tap it right to the light, and that marks them right in at attendance for the day. They're good to go right to first period, all set.
We had an orientation for our class of 2020, and they came in last week and got familiar with the school and picked up IDs, schedules. We did that for the students in the afternoon. The upperclassmen came in the afternoon. We also opened the student portal, so students have access to their schedules electronically, which means you probably see them walking around with their cell phones, because they're actually looking at their schedules as they're walking down the hall instead of carrying papers. So it is a change, and I know people fear technology in schools, but we embrace it. It is an instrument that students have access in hand so that they can get to information that they need, and in this case, get to their schedules and reference it as often as they need to. And so we're embracing it as an instructional tool rather than a burden, which is a shift in our thinking and will take us some getting used to. When the building opens and the students come in, they breathe life into this place, and it's exciting, and the first day is always one of those days where you're nervous, you're excited, and you just want it to go well for everybody. So I'm welcoming everyone back, and welcome to Brockton High, the new Brockton High, the way we do things so differently. It feels new to all of us in a way, so it's an adjustment for everyone, but Boxer Pride, we can do it.
We traveled across town to the Campello area to to visit two schools. First stop, South Middle.
We had a great summer vacation, but now it's time to get
South
back to
Middle
business.
School principal Kevin Cairo had the student body all excited for the first day of school.
For those who are returning,
Kevin fulfilled his lifelong dream to become an athletic director and is now the new athletic director of Brockton High School.
that's not going to change. It won't. It's not going to change. And the other thing, especially for this group right here in front of me, you need to be our leaders and our role models for our new folks coming over in grade 6. I've been juggling for the past couple of weeks, coming in here in the morning, going up to the high school in the afternoon, coming back here, and just budgeting time and just knowing what I need to do ahead of time. I am so fortunate that I have Joe Coffin and Crystal Lanson to help out here. I know that the building's in good hands when I do have to leave to go to the high school. And also, I'm very fortunate to have Bill Devon and Tom Kenny up at the high school who are helping me out during this whole transition phase. So as far as juggling, something that I'm used to, I have been doing it. I don't foresee this being an issue at all. And actually, it's kind of a breath of fresh air knowing that I'll get to go up at the high school after this, go check in on practices, watch a few games, and interact with some of our former students. Honestly, my wife and I have been reliving this for the past few weeks since I was announced as being a new AD, but when I first got into teaching, I was a teacher, I was a coach. I coached before I came to Brockton. I coached college baseball down in Texas, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. You've already done probably one of the most important things, is to be on time and be here physically every day. What does it mean to be a Dragon? What it means from us, and we've been doing this now, this is our 11th year we've done it, is really to do all the little things. I mean, it's to be a good friend, to be responsible for your actions, to make good choices, to be a good member of our community here and outside the community, and to not forget that you represent not only yourself but your family when you come to school here, and just doing all the little things and making good choices. And that's what we emphasize here, and that's what we strive for, that when our kids do go off, that they've learned all those little life lessons to help them be successful. It's great to see when we have students that come back, like I said in the auditorium, they're juniors or seniors in high school, some of them even in college, just to tell us how much they miss coming to school here and how much it meant. So that says to us that we're doing something right, and we'll continue to do that in the years to come after I'm gone.
Our tour wrapped up by crossing the street and meeting up with the new principal of Huntington.
It's been a wonderful morning so far. We have a lot of familiar faces coming into the Huntington School. All the students dressed in their navy polo shirts and their khaki pants, dressed for success and ready to go for the day. So it's been really nice. We just walked through many of the classrooms. All of the students are ready to go. One of my favorite things here at the Huntington School is we follow a looping model, which means that all students in grades 1 have the same teacher when they go to grade 2, and likewise when students enter grade 3, they'll have the same teacher in their 4th grade year. So walking around, some of the students were commenting on how they feel so comfortable knowing their teacher, knowing the expectations, knowing who was going to be in their class, and it takes those first day jitters away. I started my career here at the Huntington School in 4th grade, room 103. As a 4th grade teacher for 8 years. And then under June Saban McGuire's leadership as principal, we redesigned the school to give it the culture, structures, and instructional practices that we have now. So coming out of the classroom to support the work as an expanded learning time school, within the time from leaving the classroom to now, also serving as an assistant principal here at the Huntington, and then last year doing a dual role between the Huntington and the Raymond, which is also now an ELT school. It's really nice to now be in the position to carry out and continue the work of leadership.
Do you remember your first day of kindergarten? The excitement, the nervousness, the anticipation, meeting new people and new teachers. Wow. The Barret Russell was sight for Brockton students to make their memories. Well, let's take a look.
We are the Barret Russell Early Childhood Center, and we reopened about 4 years ago. They redid the whole building from top to bottom. New windows just came in. New windows just were put in this past summer, so we're all child-friendly, child-centered. Today is our very first day of school. We're very excited. We're an all-kindergarten school, 13 kindergarten classrooms, and we are here to welcome our students. It's a great place to be, and we think they'll be happy here.
This was identified, the Barret Russell School, to reopen as a kindergarten center 3 years ago, and it was about alleviating class sizes throughout the district and all the elementary schools were getting really large, and we needed to open another school to kind of alleviate that. So this opened 3 years ago. It's a citywide kindergarten center. So we do bus students from all over the city to come here, and it does help with the helping to keep class sizes lower throughout the district, especially at the kindergarten level.
We're very excited. So this is my 30th first day of school that I've been in Brockton for, and every year it's exciting. The night before, you think about what's going to happen the next day, who's going to be here, because every first day of school is a new beginning, and it's a new time. And my teachers are excited, and we're all excited. We can't wait to meet our students.
It was scary. I went to the old high school, which is now the Keith School. That was when everybody in the city went there for kindergarten back in, I don't even remember the year, but it was a great school, a great time. I mean, I was a big baby. I even cried, and my mother was the bus monitor, so what's that tell you? But it was great. I mean, I remember graduating with all the kids from Brockton High in '87, and we all went to kindergarten together.
The teachers lined up by classroom. 201, 201. This is Mrs. Zola. Mrs. Zola. Your friend. Right? The first couple of weeks, actually, we try to establish a routine, and we get the kids to understand, because school's a whole different world for them. They're not used to raising their hand to go to the bathroom, or sitting on the rug and taking their turn, or not speaking when they just have a thought. So we're just teaching them. There's other kids here. We share. We get along with one another. We take turns. It's very funny. We practice lining up in the hallways. That's something new. In the real world, you don't make a line when you go to the bathroom, but at schools you do. So all of these types of things are new for the children. So we establish the routines. We talk about we are respectful, responsible, safe, and kind. Those are our attributes that we try to focus on, and we teach them what that means. What does it mean to be respectful? What does it mean to be responsible? What does it mean to be safe, to be kind? And we reinforce those throughout the year. But and then key academics, once they're good with getting along with one another and sharing, we do address academics, because that certainly is our focus, but all of those social emotional skills are just as important.
Thank you. Thank you.
Señora Generaka? Which one? En español? Sí. There we go. Okay, where's my other friend? Come on in. For those of you who are here and are waiting so patiently, we are an all-kindergarten school. All kindergarten. We have no big kids here. We are all little. We have 13 classrooms. This was an elementary school. It was built about 100 years ago, and then it was the alternative high school about 10 years ago. You'll get to know her. She's lovely. Her name is Mrs. Marion. She is the person who answers the phone, and she's the first one you see when you walk into the office. So please make friends with her. She's lovely. So we would like you to say goodbye to your little friends. They will have a wonderful day. Believe me, they are in good hands. All right. Please, 101. Can we start with 101?
I am here with the owner of the Handsome store, Johnny Handsome. Actually, he's my son, John Paul Miller III, and he's going to be one of our field correspondents this afternoon for the kids' road races. Dave Gorman, going into his 40th year, He's done about 700 of these fantastic races going on 40 years, as we said. We'll get some of the action on the road race, and we'll take it from there. Right, Johnny? What happened to your hat? What a way to start the fall season of the Kids Road Race. The weather was beautiful, the crowd was excited, and Dave Gorman was there again for all the action.
It was part of a community school program in the early 80s, and then they did away with the community schools. And my son just started running. He was 4 years old. So they weren't going to run. The kids loved to run. So I said, I'll do it for a couple years. And it's 40 years later, whatever, it's just crazy. And so I like it. It's a hobby. It's a lot of work, but I know I get letters every week or every season of people, how much they thank me for it and how much the kids have benefited. And thanks for doing something affordable for the kids at Brockton. As everybody knows, everything costs so much money now, and this is and it's a good exercise program to get the kids out, get the parents out running.
How long have you guys been doing this? Liam?
I think 3 years.
About 3 or 4 years for him, about 4 or 5 years for his brothers. We get to do it as a family.
Yeah.
So, so my wife and I run. Sometimes I'll run here, but to be honest, these guys don't need me anymore, so they can run on their own. But when we're away on vacation or even sometimes around, we can run as a family, and that's kind of nice.
Ready, set, go!
As we wait for the runners to come in, Johnny's keeping an eye on who will finish first.
I've raced before, but this is the first one I've won.
Wow, you really beat everybody by a pretty good amount. How do you feel?
Good.
I seem to have lost my correspondent, Johnny Handsome. So I will mosey on over and interview Dave Gorman to see what the 40 years have meant to him.
For 40 years, thousands of kids have come through this. I think this is probably my 700th race I've done in the park. So it's a pretty good program. It's low key, nobody argues with each other, and it's not, my kid's better than your kid. They run around the park, we see who finishes, give them a ribbon, and get them out of here.
Good finish. Good job. Good job.
Where's Scarlett? Here she is!
That's a wrap, Johnny. Another successful Kids Road Race. Dave Gorman and the Kids Road Race team does it again at beautiful DW Field. What'd you think about it? Oh man, you're all choked up. I love it. You cannot get better than perfect, and the perfect place has arrived in Brockton. Located on the south side of town, Freddie Fontaine, the Jeans, and some of their friends got together for opening night of this beautiful function facility.
where was the perfect place for a function hall? And we traveled up and down, and finally, all right, let's look at West Bridgewater. Well, we come to West Bridgewater, we say, hey, look, here we are, right here. Kmart Plaza. And Freddie turns to me, he says, Gary, that is the perfect place. That's got to be the name. And Freddie, you hit it right on the money, kid. It is the perfect place.
What I think is most important to recognize is that this is a facility for the community. That's what it's about. It's about a place where local residents can get together, gather with friends, relatives, and do events that are meaningful and welcoming. And the biggest priority is that it is here for you.
I hope you all enjoy what you've got and take advantage of it because it's really a great place. It's the perfect place.
I'm glad to be here today and honored to be here and honored to be your senator. And thank you to Freddie and Dean with the vision you've had. This is a beautiful, perfect place. So congratulations to you. Wish you the best of luck. And I look forward to we can work together to plan some events here because this is a great, perfect place. So God bless you all. Thank you for coming tonight.
Mike and I were just talking now. We're going to have a couple events here. Democratic City Committee. We're going to, the state delegation would like to book an event with you, within the next month or so. That room over there is beautiful. I've tasted the food and it's absolutely wonderful. And I hope everybody enjoys the bar and the food. Thank you, Fred. Good luck.
Let's give Fred and the James a great round of applause for their efforts here.
This perfect place you see tonight is just not happened just now. This is a 30 years dream that I have since I was in Cambridge. There was two dreams that I had when I first came in America. I was having my laundromat, which you know on Pleasant Street, and this place here.
We appreciate to have all of you here. As you can see, we work hard to turn this place around, and I'm sure you guys are gonna love it.
I say, you know something? I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make that south side nice again. So we're gonna do it together because it's not just mine, hers, or his. This perfect place is for all of you.
The United Way of Greater Plymouth County kicked off their annual campaign. It was a great first day for the campaign as many service projects were held in and around Brockton. Let's take a look.
I am a Resource Development Associate at United Way of Greater Plymouth County. So today is our annual kickoff, Volunteer Day of Caring. We have volunteers throughout the region who have volunteered their time and talents at a number of our partner agencies. And really it's an inspirational thing. I think the Day of Caring really captures the spirit of volunteerism that United Way is known for.
First stop, the Boys and Girls Club of Brockton on Warren Avenue.
It's phenomenal to have the United Way volunteers out with us today. This opportunity allows us to get some projects done that would else just take us, a lot of time as a staff team here. And it's always great to see individuals giving back to their community and really believe in the Brockton spirit.
Thrilled to be here at the Boys and Girls Club on the United Way Day of Caring. Excited to partner once again with the Greater Plymouth United Way. We have a long-standing partner with the United Way, as well as the Boys and Girls Club, and Catholic Charities is another service site today. And we started out our morning there, and there's still a group over there. But again, we are about collaborating, and we're thrilled to partner with the United Way, as well as the Boys and Girls Club and Catholic Charities, because we know that we build strong communities, and our goal is to really work together. And as we say at Harbor One, out of many, we are one.
Taking action in the United Way. Day of Caring.
Next up was Catholic Charities, a fine institution that serves those in need.
My name is Beth Chambers, and I'm the director of Catholic Charities South, located here in Brockton. We are a multi-service center here right near downtown.
My name is Heidi Garcia, and I'm the director of development for Catholic Charities development down here in the Brockton area. And today is really important for us because the impact that the folks who have that come to us through the United Way, today through Harbor One as well, significantly changes the lives of our clients. It's really important to us that our clients have the dignity that they deserve in and out every day. And in order to have dignity, the community needs to be involved.
Today we had a group of people here from Harbor One Bank. They come in and just like a storm, and they just work for a couple hours, and what they're able to accomplish as a group of 7 or 8 people would take us a long time to get done here. That we're very thankful. We look forward to it every year. We look forward to the importance of what it is they do and why they do it, and then to take the time out of work to come out and see the programs that they help to fund through United Way.
Last stop, the Salvation Army on Center Street. Volunteers went to work and made the outside look something special.
By having the United Way Day of Caring here today, it helps us tremendously in getting our outdoor and indoor preparation ready for winter. Just some of those cleaning projects maybe we couldn't get to inside, and then also outside getting ready for winter. Right before the leaves fall, it's always good to clean up, so it helps us out tremendously. And we feel very blessed to have the United Way Day of Caring operation here at the Salvation Army in Brockton Citadel.
I am Lieutenant Bramwell Applin of the Salvation Army here in Brockton, Massachusetts. We are here for many different reasons, to help suffering humanity in any way we can, but most importantly to serve our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Day of Caring is so important to us here at the Salvation Army and many organizations throughout our community because it's just an opportunity that some people who work long hours might normally not have to give back. They can come out in the community and just have an opportunity to express their love for the community in a way they might not otherwise get to. For us personally, it's important. It helps give us a jump start on some of the activities we need done, some of our cleaning projects, getting us prepared for the all-busy Christmas season, but we're just so grateful. It means so much for us. The man on the wall is General William Booth. He was the founder of the Salvation Army. The Salvation Army is now in 127 countries around the world and serving here in Brockton since 1896.
Well, there you have it, Brockton. Another One North Main in the books. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed covering many days of firsts. To learn more about Brockton Community Access, please visit our website at bcatv.org. You can also check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/The Brockton Channels, all one word. For everyone at One North Main, I'm Jay Miller, and we will see you around town.